Hello, everybody, and welcome into Emily's Upcycled Home. I am Emily. If you're new here, come on in. Let's do some crafting and some chatting. So grab your coffee, sit down with me, and let's get some simple winter craft going on using some old piano pieces. This is, I think they're piano. This is the white little key. And this one also has a white little key. So I'm going to wait till everybody jumps on in. So grab your coffee and we can get started soon. I'm going to go ahead and share my out and get things going. I am a little bit early. I did say 8, but you know, I had to jump on before I lost my nerve. All right, let me go ahead and get this situated. Let me see. I need somewhere to put this little gadget. But how is everybody doing this Friday morning? I hope you guys are all having a beautiful Friday. We are going to do a little winter project, and I'm just going to sit here and chat with you guys while people come on in. I know I'm a little bit early, so I have my heat tool ready, got my project ready, got my coffee ready, so I'm good to go. So once everybody starts coming in, I just want to talk about a few little things. You guys can go ahead and all the projects that I'm going to be working on, all my lights are now over, will be listed probably that day and my Emily's Upcycled Boutique page. So if you guys want to go shop my items and shop the pieces that I have, you can head on over to Emily's Upcycled Boutique. Also on Facebook, it is a group page that you go ahead and join, and that's where you shop all my pieces on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started in a few minutes, and I don't know if I want to paint these or just leave them as is. Where's all my peoples at? You guys are watching, come on in. Let me see if it'll let me do this. Okay. So I have these two little these two little posts here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to attach them, and we are going to get started and making just some little faux skis, you guys. Now, once again, these are vintage piano keys that we are using. So we are just going to simply attach these and do a simple little project, you guys. And don't forget, Andrea's going to have her auction today, so go on over there as well. She will be on at 1 Eastern Standard Time. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you? So I got my heat gun ready. Jean is coming in. Hello, Donna. Hello, Jean. Here you guys are. I know it takes a little bit for it to get fit out, so I'm just going to sit here and wait for you guys. Hello, Donna. How are you? Patty Wood is watching. I hope you come on in, Patty. Welcome in, everybody. How is your Friday morning going, everybody? Yeah, I'm going to be trying to go live now, you guys, on Fridays around 8. And then I want to pick one more day, and that'll probably be like it might be actually Thursday and Friday. Back to back Thursday and Friday at 8. So we'll see how that goes, but for sure twice a week, we're going to do that. And hopefully I can just keep coming back like that. And so we'll see. And I might start off with really simple projects and then, you know, grow. But, you know, so I have these two pieces, and these are, I'm going to say it again, these are little keys, and we're just going to do a simple little piece here, and I try to fit the camera so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I am just going to crisscross these, and we're going to do like a faux little ski. I don't know, does that look like faux little skis to you? And they got these little knobs up here, and I think that's what I want to use on the top. I could actually turn this one out. There we go. Actually, let's just keep it the way I had it. I like it this way. So we're just gonna glue that in the center right here. And then I'll punch a nail in there. I have my heat gun heating up. And I'm just gonna hold that in place where I want it. And then I'm also going to come in with a nail. Now, if this nail goes through, I'm just going to hammer it on the other side. See how it went through? So I'm just going to go ahead and hammer that down. Of course, my hammer's in front of my face. That's just going to give me more security on my little pieces. Hello, Maria. Hello, Dana. Okay, so I have these, and we are just going to do a simple winter scene because, you know, by the time things go out, Christmas is going to be here, and now we're just going to start transitioning into a winter kind of theme until we move into spring or Valentine's, you guys. Let me know if you guys want to see Valentine's crafts, because I don't know. All right, so I am going to come in with some coffee stained muslin, you guys. And we're going to add a streak. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Welcome in. A strip in the middle. And I like to do this just to secure that center. And then, of course, you guys, we can add some extra goodies. And let's just go ahead and add it over our little nail here. Good morning, Cheryl. How are you, Cheryl? There's Cindy Gal. How's Cindy? If you guys can share me out, that would be great. Melody is coming in. Okay, so I'm just going to type this in the center. Is everything fitting on the screen for you guys? Let me know. How is Cheryl this morning? You guys, how's your weather? I know we always talk about the weather. Okay, so I'm just going to pin that in the middle. And I'm just going to leave these long because I'm not sure if I want them. I want something or whatever. So here's what I got so far. And remember, simple winter piece, but I'm going to add a little extras to it. What did I do with my greenery? And then I have these little greenery picks. It's just like pine little picks, and I'll go ahead and add that link to Facebook as well. Chilly, it's chilly. I got what you were saying. I can either add these wispy ones, or we can come in with the simple pine, which I like this pine. And we are going to tuck these in. Let me see where my cut is at. You guys, I promise I had everything ready. Well, I thought I did. So I'm just going to bend this down. And I think I'm going to tuck it like this. And you can even darken these with dark wax if you want. I'm just going to come in and kind of put one like this and the other probably coming down. So that's what we're going to glue. Let's see, I could probably even just tuck this in like this. And add a little bit glue to that as well. Good to see you too. I'm coming back, you guys. I'm coming back. I'm going to go ahead and tuck that other one in there. Thank you, Jean, for sprinkling, girl. You're doing good, Cheryl. Good. Good morning, Melody. Thanks for coming in, my friend. Yeah, they do make cute skis, don't they? I already sold a set, and then I made another set for another customer, but hers were a little bit different. I still need my doohickey because I need to cut this off. You guys know what doohickey I'm talking about, right? Here, I found a different doohickey. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off these wires. You can also save those wires. You might be able to use them for something else. Going to add a little bit of glue as well, just to hold them down where I want them to stay. You guys, and don't forget, Andrea's auction will be today at 1 Eastern Standard Time, so don't miss that. You like that greenery? Me too. You get this one on Amazon. See, and then you can just keep using this string to kind of reinforce it. Okay, so now we have the cute little greenery. Now on this one, I do want to add some little mittens. So what I did is I just grabbed some little fabric. Look how cute this fabric is. And I just traced out, well, I drew some little mittens here. And all we're gonna do is I am going to glue these together. No sew little mini mittens. Start with a starter strip. And then just go around, and if I have excess, we can just trim those up. Concentration. Yeah, I like that greenery too. It's like just a simple pine greenery. I got some extra here, so I'm just gonna trim this. And these little mittens, I just freehand, you guys. So there's one. And I want to make sure my thumbs are pointing together, because, you know, when you slide them in, the thumbs go together. So we're going to go ahead and do the other one as well. Debbie is watching. I hope you come on in, Debbie. Once again, just a little starter strip. And then just go around the edges like a little seam. There we go. So cute, cutie patooties. So what's everybody's Friday's plans? Any Christmas shopping? Are we doing crafting? Are we painting? And I'm just trimming and making them a little bit, matching up those seams. And I got new scissors, so everything is cutting very nice. Okay, so here's our second one. Oh, I don't think I glued this side. I do want to come in with a little lip, so I'm going to come in with just, you know, you guys love lace, so I'm going to add a little bit of lace. Sadly, cleaning house. That is sad. Oh, yeah, you do have a company Christmas party. How exciting. Nobody likes to clean house. It's not fun. So I get it. All right. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to add this one. Okay, let's go ahead and add this one on the little tops, the little edges here. And there's a little mitten. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the top on this one. And you know what? I could probably use the rest of this for the string. That's going to attach both our mittens together. So I'm going to open this up, and in the corner where the little thumb is, I'm going to add a little piece of glue. Yeah, there is so many fun options. Working, finishing up shopping afterwards, hope to craft this weekend. That sounds fun. So many different options in cleaning. But it has to get done. Sadly, it still needs to get done. All right, so I'm going to add the little mitten here. And then I'm going to do it. Make sure your thumbs are pointing together. So I'm going to put this back on my thumb again. And attach that little string. Okay, so here, what the heck? Got strings everywhere, you guys. Oh, you're gonna try to make stockings? Are you gonna sew them, or are you gonna like just glue them? You can just glue them too, Debbie. All right. So look how cute those look, you guys. Aren't they adorable? Adorable. Okay, so I'm gonna take some polyfill and give it more shape, and we're gonna stuff those into there. But you can also, you just use your scrap pieces of fabric you have. You can use some tissue paper. You can use whatever you want. My head's a little cold. I don't know what I did with my beanie, so I grabbed this hat. But I'm just going to take a little bit of this polyfill, you guys, and we're just going to stuff it in there. You're done with Christmas shopping and your Christmas decor? Nice. I don't think I'm going to decorate anymore. I got my tree up, and I wanted to really go get ornaments and, you know, make it full of ornaments. But here's the thing. What I decided to do instead, since we don't really have ornaments for our tree, I went ahead. What my grandma used to do is she used to get us an ornament every Christmas. And I don't know where any of those ornaments went. So I lost those ornaments. Feel bad. But the thing is, I decided to go ahead and bring that back to my little house and my adult kids. So then I'm going to be giving them ornaments every year for Christmas, and then we can put them on our tree for next Christmas. And like this Christmas, I went with like a movie theme where I picked an ornament based on movie things that they like, or little sayings that they tend to say over and over from movies. So that's what I think. And I think next year maybe I'll go with a food theme or something else. But I think that'll be a good idea. And then eventually we have all these little ornaments that represent every person in our family. Well, my kids and I and my husband, and it'll be a representation of who we are. Things that we find funny, favorite foods we like, just little things that represent each child and myself. Hello, Gail. Hello, Debbie. So I decided to go ahead and do that. So eventually my tree will be filled with all these little ornaments that are just part of who we are as a family. Yeah, I think it's a cute idea. I don't know. I was too rough, you guys, and some of the glue came off. Just re-glue it. It's all right. So there it is, little stuffed. But yeah. So I'm going to be doing that, and eventually my tree will be how I want it. But right now, it's just like, because, you know, I just didn't want to go buy any old ornament. And, you know, and I used to want themes on my trees, but that never happened. So I think this will be a fun way. A fun way to eventually have a tree full of everything. Oh, ridiculous. Jean, do you live in a house or an apartment? Because you can have them pick up, and you can schedule a pickup at USP, whatever the post office is.com. And you can even schedule a pickup for them to pick it up, and you just put them by your door, and then they come in and they pick them up. Just to let you know, if you don't want to go deal with that post office. I don't want to deal with that post office. Don't be too rough, because then you guys just gonna have to re-glue like I am. But it's all right. We'll get it done. This is such a great idea. Yeah, that's a cute idea too. I think one year I'm gonna have a make one ornament, and maybe put like their little baby pictures. It's just like, maybe that'll be alive too. Make the little ornaments for them that year. I need the thumb part. All right, let's stuff the thumb. Yeah, I agree, Mel. Some more meaningful tree. And you know me. If you guys know me, I'm a little bit of a Scrooge. So I'm just looking for things that'll make it more meaningful for me. Like, I think I need to just revamp what it is about Christmas that I like about it, you know. And I know there's a meaning for the season and everything, but I need a meaning that's important to me as well besides that one. I don't know what happened. I think I glued the thumb, so I'm just going to punch a hole here. Yeah, yeah, you should be able to do it. Go just to the USP post office, .com. I will try to send you that info. That way you can just schedule up your things and you put them on the porch and they pick it up for you. You can even get boxes if you're going to be shipping out priority mail. They only do priority mail boxes, but I use them and wrap them. All right, so here's our other little piece. I do want to stuff some little greenery in there, but I'm going to use this one. So I'm just going to take the little edges of this greenery and pick it off. Let's do 3. Let me see how 3 looks. You don't have to do this, but I think it looks cute. A little greenery in there. So let's go ahead and add that. Yes, Cindy, we hope you enjoy your party. All right, and I'm just gonna take 3 of these and we're gonna punch them back on the top. know. These are cute, you guys. This is even cute if you want to make a little garland to hang on maybe a little vintage window or old rusty window that you have. These will be cute too, like if you make a whole strand of them to hang like a little garland. But look how cute. What do you guys think? Cutie patooties. You don't want to go? You have to go mingle. Go mingle it up. You might have fun. You never know. All right, so we got our little mittens. But I do want to add some red. So since we're getting in the red on the mittens, I do want to add in some of these little pippy berries here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold this in half and tuck it in the greenery. You can wind it through the greenery. You can do whatever you want. But I'm just going to kind of like tuck it here and add that little pop of greenery on our little stems. And all I'm going to do is just add a little bit to the tip here. Because if you don't want the greenery, the pip berries or whatever these called, and you just want a simple little look, just green and neutrals, you can just pull these out. Cute, cute, cute. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take the second one. We don't need all this, so let's go ahead and trim some of that off. And I like it a little bit uneven, one stick longer than the other. So we're gonna go ahead and tuck this one on this side. Okay, so this is what we got so far. You're warm on your sofa. Okay. And then we're gonna have to decide where we want our little mittens. And I think, look it, there's this little knob up here that I think I'm just gonna hook them on. But I do want them to stay in a certain way. So I'm just gonna tack a little bit of glue where I want them, and then we'll go ahead and, wait a minute, did I put these wrong? I think I put the lace on wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. All right, so I think I want one longer and then one higher. Kind of like this. How does that look, guys? And then I'm just gonna tack a little bit of glue where I want it to stay onto that greenery. Looks good. Hello, homie. How are you? Then we're gonna go ahead and do one a little higher, and I think I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, let's put it here. So I'm just gonna wrap it on that thumb and place it to that greenery where I want. And then we can go ahead and work to add our little string up here. I'm just gonna tack it around and then add a little dab of glue. I think I'll make little mittens today. Forget the clean. Yes, the little baby mittens. They're so cute. I love them. Okay, so this is what we got, you guys. And you know I want to come in with a bow. And I was thinking the center, but I think we're going to come in with the bow on the top. So let me go ahead and trim this extra ribbon here off. You guys, do you think we need a bow? Do you think we need a simple bow, like to where those mittens are, where the little hook is at right here? You guys let me know. Let me see. How about we just make a little bow and see if we like it. We might like it. All right, so let's just pick some neutral colors and maybe a pop of that red. Hello, Joanne. How are you, my friend? Little mittens all around, you guys. Look, there's a piece of burlap here. We can use this piece here. Let me get some of this. We can have a bigger strip here. Let me just strip a piece of this, and we can use that for our red, just to match in that. So pretty. Hello, Eddie girl. How are you, my friend? We can go ahead and match in that red with a little bit of red in our bow. But once again, if you guys think we don't need the bow, once we add it, we can just take it off as well. All right, so let's see this, the little pop of red. I'm thinking that much pop of red. And then we'll just come in with more strips of the, we do need lace though, because we have lace. So here's some lace. Here's some more little strips of muslin. What is this? Cheesecloth or something. All right. There's this lacy too. We might add a thicker piece. And then we have the red. So let's see how we do with this. You're doing okay. Good to hear. Okay is okay. Let me take a coffee break. All right, so I always like to start with the fabric I have the most of, and it's usually the muslin. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna make my little strip there. Oh, you guys, I know it's like I don't want to complain about the cold, because I know all you guys, where you guys are at, like Joanne and Cindy, you guys all got snow, and I know it's colder than what it is here. So it's like, I'm not gonna complain, but I'm just saying I am cold. And this one is not double-sided, so we're just gonna make sure to turn it to where the design shows. And you guys, just layer your bow. What happened to that other string? Oh, well. Oh, that's the string that goes there, that's why. Let's just go ahead and put a crisscross here too. Thank you for sprinkling. All right, and then we have this burlappy piece, so I'm just gonna add that in there too. Got a little bit of sparkle, but not a lot. Because you guys, I always like to add some kind of texture to the ribbon, the bow too, because it just adds, just makes it cute. More visually appealing, I guess. It's 27. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no, no. Good morning, Beverly. How are you? Hi, Gina. I'm glad you catch me too. Well, I haven't been live for a while. This week is the first week I've been 2 lives. So excited. So I'm glad I'm feeling okay to do these and hoping to come back regularly now. I think I got a little bit of my mojo back. Then I'm just going to keep layering up. I don't think I really want really long strings, but I do want some. Let me add that string. there. Let me add a little bit of this. We're just making a bow for our little skis that we made. I've had these vintage piano keys. I already sold the set, but we're doing the other set I found, so I'll show you in a minute for those of you popping in. Yeah, the cold hurts. Yep. Nope, does not go together, girl. I feels ya. I just rolled it and cut it into like a little bow, a little ribbon. And then I think I need to come in with a little bit more of this red. And I'm just gonna crisscross it. Actually, yeah, let me crisscross this. And then I'm gonna come in with another little string. Here's a piece right here. And I think I got this fabric, if you guys like it, from Hobby Lobby. Then I'm just gonna come in with a little bit more something, something. Let's do this. All right, I think that'll be good because it's not a very big piece, so we want to just make sure the bow is not too big either. And I just like to wrap these around the other way and tie them in the back again. And this we can probably attach on the top, or we can just glue. It's really up to you. You love Hobby Lobby. I don't buy too much stuff there. What I usually buy is like the fabric, the wood section, stuff like that. Really the crafting stuff. And there's our bow. I don't know. I like the colors. What do you guys think? And we'll trim it up as we need. For you guys that are hopping in, here's those piano keys pieces or organ pieces. It has that little white piece here where the key was, I think. And then we just made the little mittens. We put some greenery and greenery here and some little pippy berries that are red here. Yay, you caught me. All right. And then I think this bow is going to go up here, but I do want to trim it. I don't want to cover all the goodies, but I am going to go ahead and glue that there, and then we'll trim as we see fit, you guys. You guys can even came in with some of those pip berries in there. And I want to go at an angle. Hey, Michelle. How's Michelle today? What you doing? Where'd you go? Amy. Hello, Amy. No worries, girl. It's always replays, and there's always more lives coming, because they are coming. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and trim our little edges because I think I want a little shorty bow, a little shorty cute bow. If you guys want to make your bows fuller, you can come in and just trim off whatever you don't like and trim off in between too. And I save all these little pieces, you guys. They can stuff in wherever, or you can use them in more bows. You can use them to like use fabric crafts on wood. Oh man, I hope she's feeling okay. Hope everything went okay. All right, that one's way too long here. And see, you guys just trim it, just give it a little haircut. I don't know. Sometimes I get a little crazy because I like the sound. It's like when you cut your hair. Alrighty, you guys. There's the little bow at the top. I wish I had more light in here. You guys see the bow? And of course, I'm going to have to come in with something. I think I want to add a little rusty bells on our little baby mittens. think I'm gonna get those gloves, you guys, that just have the little fingertips open, because my hands are cold. They're red. They be red. Good morning, in bed with the flu. Oh, everybody's getting sick. Everybody's getting sick. Well, I hope you feel better, Anita. I'm gonna come in. You guys, this bell's winter. I'm gonna come in with this cute bell on the top, the little rusty one here. And these are the ones that I use with vinegar and salt to rust up, you guys, and they came out beautiful. You can also just use your cinnamon and all that if you want to, but I want it more of an authentic rust. And I did add a little bit of cinnamon just because the vinegar smell is really strong. You love it? You love it? And then I'm going to come in with these little baby bells that you can get off Amazon. And I'm going to add them to like the corners of the little mittens. Because, you know, we got to bring in some little rusty crusty. Now you guys let me know, do I need a tag? Or no tag? You can also add lights to these if you want. I'm not going to add that, but little rusty bells there. Little rusty bell at the top also. Little mittens hanging. What else do we need? I think it's good, you guys. I can add some of that. Let's just make them a little bit more pronounced at the edges. And come in with that distress oxide. Let's just add a little bit more grubbiness to these. I think that's what, there's some writing on here too. I don't know what that's about. I'll show you the one grubby side and then the one without. I think it adds a little something, something. Okay, do you guys see the one with the grubby? My light is horrible. I have to make some mittens. Have not done any this year. They are so cute. They are. You should get some in for sure. You love it, Cheryl? How long did you have to leave them in the salt and vinegar for them to rust? I have another set of bells that I want to make a video for you guys because I did get a lot of questions about that. The thing is, I didn't have measurements, but I used a pickle jar. And what I did is I got my bells and I put them in the jar, and then I got whatever leftover vinegar I had, which filled up my jar halfway up the bells. So you have your bells and leave half uncovered because you do want some of that air to hit them as you toss each time. And then I maybe put like 2 tablespoons of salt in there and then stir that up and then let it set. And then every day I would just mix it, and the top layer would have the air that hit it, so that would help rust up the bells, and that vinegar salt activate as well, because once you take them out, the oxygen or the air hits them and it does a whole other thing to them as well. So I just fill up your bells halfway with vinegar, maybe put a tablespoon or 2 of salt, you guys can decide. But I think I put about a tablespoon, maybe 2. I don't remember. But I do have another set of bells. I'm going to experiment to see how those come out. And that's it. And then I toss it every day. The whole thing, they started changing, I noticed, the second day. And I did forget about them. So they were in there about a week. You don't need to, I don't think they need to be in there that long. But that's how I did get that that look, because they were in there for that week. And then I took them out and let just the air hit them for about a couple of days. And it's not like you have to be watching them. You just let it do its thing, you know. Make sure you stir them. And then And then they're ready. And just because that cinnamon smell was so strong for me, I went ahead and added, the vinegar strong, the smell was so strong for me, I went ahead and added a little vinegar. Oh my goodness, let me think. Because the vinegar smell was so strong for me, I went ahead and added a little bit of cinnamon just to get that smell away from me. But yeah, it's just set it and kind of forget it kind of thing, and just toss it when you pass by. That's how I did it. Okay, you guys, do we need a tag on this? I think this is pretty cool. Pretty cute as is. If we add too much, it might take away from the actual piece. So let me know. Michelle. Dude, that was like a tongue twister. Peroxide as well with the salt and vinegar overnight. Yeah. See, there's so many different ways. Jane says she uses peroxide and salt and the vinegar, which I've all seen them with the 3 combos as well. And yeah, it starts happening overnight, and I just forgot about them. So it's like, leave them how long you want, you guys. All right, you guys. So here is the cutie patootie little craft I have for today, you guys. So let me know what you think of this. Let me see if I can stage it up. But it might not look right. It's just a weird piece. Put it there. Maybe put a little Christmas tree by it. Let me see. Do I have some books somewhere? Usually I have a stack of books here, but I think they sold. Oh yeah, you guys. And you guys can make the larger mittens as well. I'll have this set up in my boutique soon. Just the ladder sold and the mittens were behind. So look how cute these are. And I sold these and I just put different little pieces. You can stamp them, do whatever you want. And all I did, there's a video on this. I just put my hand, traced out the thumb, and put all the fingers together. So have fun, you guys, making these. Use your glue gun. You don't need to sew it. But let me go ahead and take you down. I don't have any books to put up with this piece. Ooh. And I promise my projects will be getting more, back to themselves. But for right now, we're doing simple. And here is our cute little ski sets with the mittens. And you can just layer that up. I just put that little. And then our bow up here. And then, of course, we rusted up the edges, which I think make it look better. What do you guys think about that? But you guys, I don't know. These are so cute. Little tree. And they're small enough to be in a centerpiece. They're small enough to be in a little basket, wherever you want to put them. But you guys let me know what you think of these. Send up those hearts if you're just loving this project today. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to try to be live every Thursday and Friday, but life happens over here. Things happen. But for sure Fridays. But you guys all, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to check out Emily's Upcycled Boutique to shop any of these items. I will be posting those mitten pieces, not the mitten, but the piece as well over there. You guys just have to join the group, answer a few questions, and you guys don't forget to come on over to Andrea's auction today. She will be live at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I thank you guys all for joining me. Don't forget to give me a hashtag replay down in those comments if you're watching later. And you guys all have a beautiful Friday and a weekend. See you on the next one. Bye. Bye, friends.